Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
It's now President Trump, who told an interviewer that he doesn't know if he's required to uphold the Constitution when carrying out his immigration policy. He's also defending his trade war against claims it will hike prices for American consumers. Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce has the story. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, George. Well, President Trump is sparking a lot of questions and concern this morning about his deportation policies after he deferred to his lawyers when asked if he needs to uphold the Constitution. This morning, President Trump is arguing his aggressive deportation policies may take precedence over the constitutional right to due process, which is protected by the Fifth Amendment.
Mr. President? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
The Fifth Amendment says no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. But when asked if he believes every person on American soil, citizens and non-citizens, is entitled to that due process, the president suggesting that giving immigrants due process would slow down his promised mass deportations.
I don't know.
Well, the Fifth Amendment says
I don't know. It seems it might say that, but if you're talking about that, then we'd have to have 1 million or 2 million or 3 million trials. We have thousands of people that are some murderers and some drug dealers and some of the worst people on earth, some of the worst, most dangerous people on earth. And I was elected to get them the hell out of here, and the courts are holding me from doing it.
But even given those numbers that you're talking about, don't you need to uphold the Constitution of the United States as president?
I don't know.
Then I have an Article 2 where I have the right to do whatever I want as president, but I don't even talk about that.
There's something happening here, but what it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind. Time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and carrying signs, mostly say hooray for our side. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Paranoia strikes deep into your life, it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the man come and take you away. We better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. We better stop now. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going. We better stop. Children, what's that sound? Can't wipe the windblown smile from across my face. It's just the old man and me, washing his truck at the Sinclair station in the land of the free. His mother, Adeline's family, came on a ship, cut coal and planted a seed down in them drift mines of Pennsylvania, in the land of the free.
Land of the free.
In the land of the free.
Land of the free. Land of the free. Land of the free. Land of the free. In the land of the free.
When I go out in my car, I don't think twice. But if you're the wrong color skin, you grow up looking over both your shoulders in the land of the free. And we got more people locked up than the rest of the world, right here in red, white, and blue. Incarceration's become big business. It's harvest time out on the avenue.
Land of the free.
In the land of the free.
Land of the free. Land of the free.
Move on, there's nothing to see.
Land of the free. In the land of the free.
I'm standing crying.
I'm standing crying.
So how many daughters? Tell me how many sons do we have to put in the ground before we just break down and face it? We got a problem with guns. In the land of the free. And down at the border, they're gonna put up a wall. Concrete and rebar, steel beams,
I'm standing crying.
high enough to keep all those filthy hands off of our hopes and our dreams.
I'm standing crying.
People who just want the same things we do.
So shooting rockets to the moon, kids growing up too soon. Politicians say more taxes will solve everything. And the band played on. So round and round we go. Where the world's headed, nobody knows.
On climate change, I saw the CBS interview. Still a little confused. So
Don't be confused.
but when
Is he
you look,
confused?
when you look at like NASA, or you look at the Energy Department and what your own government, your own scientists have said about it, they said it's sort of indisputable that humans have contributed to global warming in big ways.
Well, I think we've contributed. We certainly contribute. I mean, there's certain pollutants that go up, and there are certain things that happen, certain things we do that if we weren't here, certainly.
They say the overwhelming cause for the last 50
years.
years.
I don't necessarily agree.
But it doesn't seem like in the report that there's that much of a may to it. Like it's your government, right? It's your scientists. They work for you. It's your
that's
company.
okay. That's okay. And I want everybody to report whatever they want. But ultimately, I'm the one that makes that final decision. I can also give you reports where people very much dispute that. You know, you do have scientists that very much dispute it. I want to make sure that we have the cleanest air.
But there really aren't. About that one, there really aren't that many scientists.
But Jim, I want to make sure, here's what I want. So you have different views on this, and is there climate change? Yeah. Will it go back like this? I mean, will it change back? Probably, that's what I think. I believe it goes this way, and I believe, yes, man, meaning us people, man and women, to be politically correct, but because everyone says man, but now we have to add women to that one too. Man and women, we do have an impact, but I don't believe the impact is nearly what some say, and other scientists that dispute those findings very strongly.
Have you ordered the government then to?
Well, I haven't seen that.
Include
I haven't
the scientists.
seen that.
It's if you have to include the scientists who dispute this as part of the report.
I would always include everybody. I want to hear all sides.
We're going to save over $1 trillion.
President Trump has issued a flurry of executive orders designed to cut back on U.S. environmental protection, to try to cut back on the growth of renewable energy, and to try to drill, baby, drill.
The next item here is the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Treaty.
The Paris Climate Agreement did not impose on the U.S. or any country any particular obligations that it didn't take on itself. So each country came up with its voluntary pledges. Trump now, as he did before, is withdrawing from the negotiations. It means that the dominant player going forward will be China.
So several of his executive orders will have the effect of at least trying to incentivize more production of oil and gas. And the reason I say trying is it's important to note that the United States right now is the largest producer of oil of any nation in history.
It's hard to imagine what kind of national energy emergency we're in. The only justification that he put forth in the executive order was because of price. Now, the price of energy is now not historically high, and none of the actions that he's talking about taking will actually reduce the price of energy. Actually, some of them will increase the price of energy because wind, which is one of his particular targets, is an inexpensive way of producing energy. And if he's trying to stop development of wind, that's going to hurt rather than help the price of energy. The executive orders call for speeding up and in some cases bypassing the restrictions of the Endangered Species Act and allowing oil drilling for the first time in the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge, which is a very important wildlife habitat that's been protected for decades.
Another one of the executive orders revoked incentives for electric vehicles. This is going to have to be detrimental in the long term because it signals a shift in policy, and of course automakers have been building out their plans based on a policy environment. So it can't be good. Whether it's disastrous remains to be seen.
It's long been established that low-income and minority communities are more seriously affected by all kinds of pollution and other environmental hazards. And so for decades, we've had a set of programs to try to redress this environmental injustice. Trump has wiped all of that out. And that means that these environmental injustices will continue and might become more severe.
There's a light in the darkness, though the night is black as my skin. There's a light burning bright, showing me the way, but I know where I've been. There's a cry in the distance. It's a voice that comes from deep within. There's a cry asking why. I pray the answer's up ahead. Yeah, 'cause I know where I've been. There's a road we've been traveling, lost so many on the way, but the riches will be plenty. Worth the price we had to pay. There's a dream in the future. There's a struggle that we have yet to win.